And when I actually talked to, I don't know if it was the VP or the principal about it, about the bullying, they just weren't really intervening or doing much. And it got to the point where he was, dropped him off at school one morning.
And I hit another student.
Yeah, so the boy that was...
Yeah, and I hit another student.
Yeah.
I hit him.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I'm acknowledging that, Sam. So he...
Well, nothing actually. I just got taken out, right?
No, he didn't. That was something different.
Didn't you take me out that way?
Yeah, so this boy that Samson hit was, I guess, laughing at him and kept making fun of him for a while. And then he had just had enough and then punched him in the stomach or something. And that was that. He wasn't taken out of school for that. But in January, he was missing for a few hours. It was like minus 40 out. So he was hiding because it was escalating, and the school called me a few hours later asking if he was there, and I was like, yeah, I dropped him off early this morning. He's not in the school. That means he's hiding outside. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what, forget it, because every day he was coming home talking about this kid that kept, I guess, I know you probably don't like the word bullying, but that's the only way I can really describe what was happening, like every single day. And it started to really affect him, and I just said, forget it. I'm just going to try my best to have him do work at home. Yeah. But it was really difficult. Well, yeah, that's your opinion. My perception of that is very different. So it was really, really hard to make sure that he's doing work and this and that. And basically the principal was like, okay, yeah, sure, call this number, and that's it. Wasn't trying to find a solution. It was just like, you want to take him out? Okay.
You're not looking to go back to homeschooling him?
I can't.
No.
I just don't have if I was not able to not work, sure.
No, and I have the same conversations with my kids too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And is that something though that you're looking for?
Yeah.
Like, are you hoping to be homeschooled?
Something like that, yeah.
So I guess just having this conversation made here, like, because mom has to work, so homeschooling can't happen. So can you understand that that's not an option? Or do you still feel deep down it's an option?
I know it is. I know it's not an option.
Okay. Mm-hmm. There are other options though, like if we talk about
private
the really,
school?
well, yeah, but we can't recommend that because we're a public board. Mm-hmm. And the Catholic board, again, that's a separate conversation with them because we're separate board, like separate from the Catholic. But we do have alternate programs as well.
What's an alternate program?
It's where you go for a specific period of time to school and you do a specific amount of work on your own and then you go home again. So it's typically a half-day program.
I would.
Attached to.
No, I'm sorry. Does not meet the criteria for that, and I don't agree with anybody even suggesting that. In fact, it infuriates me.
Why would you go have to?
Because I don't think that's the right place for you.
No.
I don't.
And I'm not recommending it. I'm throwing it out there as one of the many programs.
And to be honest, it's been one thing after another. The reason why Samson has been to so many schools is because every time he's there that year, at that school, for that school year, it's like, well, this program would be better, this school would be better, here, this would be better, this would be better. So it's being left all over the place, without actually fixing these coming to positive solutions within the school at that time instead of pushing them over to another school.
Yep.
So I don't think.
Oh, and I'm not suggesting it. I'm answering your question as to what else is out there in the board. Like Brookfield is a school where we have the ASD credit support.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with ASD.
Your community school is Longfields.
Yeah,
I don't know. And then this is part of the conversation we can have. At another point that even I don't have to be involved in about what to do next. Like if you're saying, I don't want to go back to Brookfield and I'm going to just keep escalating and making threats, then that's something we need to take into account as well, right?
I don't want to be in any ASD class at all. So can you take me out of that?
Again, that's a conversation we can do once we've collected more information. So if we talk about the threat itself, in your mind,
what?
So everything, I guess there's like an escalation. So things are getting sort of more and more bad until you say a threat. So in your mind, where did all of this start, where things started to go wrong that day?
In the school?
Yeah.
Like day one.
Okay.
Just talk about that
what about like
specific
on
day.
Monday? On Monday?
I don't know if that was the other day.
That was the day, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, they were just like...
So on Monday, the school told me that the morning went reasonably well.
Well, they...
And you were being positive and successful.
On the day, first day of school?
No, on this Monday before you threatened the staff member.
Oh.
Like the day before Halloween?
Yeah, just like, because the EA is following me.
Okay.
If that's just literally it. If the EA can stop following me and...
So
if they just can
basically-
stop being annoying, like that's how it always...
So when you, so you said some pretty strong words
Yeah.
to the EA?
Yeah.
And you're smiling because you smile or because it was funny?
No,
or
it's just kind of funny, like the reaction.
her reaction was funny?
Yeah, that the EA had.
What was her reaction?
Oh, she was just like shocked.
Okay. Were you looking to shock?
No, not really.
What were you looking to do?
Nothing, I was just angry.
Okay. So you said it in anger?
Yeah.
Okay. And has the words of the threat been shared with Mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess in the threat, I heard that, you named another person that you could get a weapon from.
Yeah.
You gave a timeline of when you were going to use the weapon. You had said tomorrow.
I don't know.
Oh, well, I mean...
You had said tomorrow.
Yeah.
You had an if you don't stop following me, right? I'm going to get a weapon, and here's what I'm going to do.
Chop your head off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Look, I'm just listening. You're talking, so I'm looking at you.
so in the threat, you had an if you don't.
Yeah,
You
don't
had
stop following me.
this is what I'm going to do tomorrow, and here's the weapon I'm going to get,
Yeah.
and this is what I'm going to do with it.
Yeah.
So that's what we would
Right.
call a pretty specific threat.
Yeah, there was other stuff too, I don't remember.
Okay. So you made a really specific threat.
Is that considered bad?
Yeah,
Like, people make threats all the time,
right.
and they don't ever like have to see a psychologist.
Well, when the threats are like the one that you made, then yeah, I do mean
It's
it
pretty
is.
serious.
It is. And like I said, it's all those
And
components. to
I don't know
it,
if they
right?
told you, they said they saw blood in the bathroom removing it.
You're right.
But, like, that's obviously just a Halloween prank.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Is
that
that
has
you?
nothing to do with it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And that's what they figured. Yeah. And that was a separate thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about that?
No, unless you want to.
No, I don't want to.
Okay. And yeah, I mean, and the staff sort of figured that was. So yeah, no, it's a serious threat. And then so like there's a bunch of things to follow up on. One is like knives. So I know there were knives.
I don't think I said knife.
So what did you
Did I?
say? I think machete and long knife.
Oh yeah,
were the
machete.
two.
No, not a knife, a machete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I know you have knives
Yeah, I do.
because there were some at Sergai that they had found on you, I
Yeah.
think.
Those are just like accidentally in my pocket, but I didn't like just bring them to school.
Okay. And have you brought knives to Brookfield as well, sort of accidentally
No,
or
not
well?
since Sergai.
Not since Sergai.
Ever since like they found out, like no.
Okay. And where do you keep your knives at home?
In the kitchen.
He doesn't have any knives. Like those were just a little
They're just
pocket
like
knife
kitchen.
that he had
Yeah.
brought to.
Like camping
They're like
knives?
my
Yeah,
sister's.
because he'll cut rope when he's.
And I mean, and that's
like, walking
understandable
and
because
stuff.
especially if you are an outdoorsman.
Well, and he doesn't clean out his pockets. Even when I do his laundry, there's always tons of stuff in there, so he's not in the habit of kind of emptying his pockets when he's
So,
done
but like
using
your
whatever.
pocket knives, where do you store them?
They're not even mine. Like my sister's
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have
and Jaden's.
the silver one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is Jaden the one you said would get you a machete?
I didn't specifically mean him. I actually just said my friend.
Okay.
Like, just so they like believe it.
Yes, well, and that's part of the thing. I mean,
Because
you
everybody-
gave every element of a threat to make it believable.
Yeah,
which
but
is
if I
why
would
we're-
have said like I'm gonna get a machete, they would think there's no way because you don't have one.
Mhm.
Like if I say who I get it from, then they're gonna believe it.
Yes,
You have to be specific, and that's how we make people believe.
yes. And you're right. because it was more